A lot of people want to know, how do we terminate our French drains when they go to daylight? Anytime you're not going to infrastructure like a storm drain catch basin, you're going to have to take it to daylight. We keep a critter guard on them. That way you're not ending up with squirrels and all kinds of rodents nesting and screwing up your French drain system. So this is a piece of dual wall pipe. It's about 3 feet in length. Right here is where we Y together the high octane. So remember, the high octane, this is one giant reservoir. By putting 2 pipes in, we create a bigger void. It holds more water. During torrential rains, it could take in more water, and the homeowner's not going to see any standing water at any given time.
This is a job where we're going to take a yard drain system to daylight. I get a lot of questions about this. What does it mean? I'm going to show you how you do it and what it exactly means. That is a failed experiment right there, putting a channel drain to catch water coming off the cement. So we're ripping that out. We're going to do an open French drain. You guys know how we do that. This is a catch basin in nowhere. I see this stuff all the time. So the lot's really high and all the water comes out of the neighbor's yard that's really high elevation and floods the shed and the play area. So we're going to do a yard drain system, go around the shed, the play area. Then we're going to go to a solid discharge line by these cedar and trees. The roots are so bad, and we're going to dump the water right here. The pipe's going to come out to daylight. That's what it means.
So that was the misuse for a channel drain. And you're not going to collect any water. You're not going to get it in there like that. So we went ahead and just did one of our drains, and we're putting a blind inlet right there. This is going to have grass on top. It's a covered drain. See, Francisco's putting in another blind inlet right there. I know we've been trying to show that more often because I don't want you guys doing these basins that heave in the wintertime and they hold water and freeze. So there's going to be a blind inlet here. We went around the shed. Water just pools around the shed. There's going to be a blind inlet in that corner. And Marcelo's over here stapling the fabric. You can see how it doesn't have a big overlap. Don't have a big overlap and you'll flow more water. So right around the swing set, there's an open French drain, no covered grass on it. That one's done. There's fabric. It's wrapped. It is burrito wrapped. Look at that. So nothing takes in water faster than an open French drain. Remember that. So then we go to our burrito wrap again. And this is where our discharge line is going to start. And we're going to run a discharge line through here with Baughman's solid heavy wall, single wall. I don't want the tree roots getting in this system. These arborvitaes. There's a monster maple tree. So I'll show that as soon as we get to that point.
All right, I want to show this job in its entirety. So it's done now, and we have a blind inlet there. In the swale, the catch area here for bulk water, we got a few blind inlets. The neighbor's yard is so much higher, and all their water just comes rushing into this yard, floods the playground area, the shed. And anytime you got a swimming pool, so you see another blind inlet there, we're going to catch any bulk water. If this ground's frozen and we have a thaw and a rain real quick before the ground gets a chance to thaw, those blind inlets are going to take in all that bulk water. So the guys are done with the discharge line. They're over there just tamping the discharge line in. The discharge line is a solid single wall, heavy duty sidewall of Baughman tiles. We don't want any of the arborvitae roots to get in a perforated pipe. All right, so the guys have a solid single wall, the heavy wall of Baughman tile in a 4-inch. What we do is we take 3 feet of dual wall pipe at the very end, use some tile tape, make a connection, and put one of our critter guards in there. So that was a pipe to daylight. This is a solid discharge line. That's why there's no stone here. This isn't a collection area. Water doesn't stand here. This isn't the problem. The problem is on the other side of the pool. We're catching all that water, and then we're going to a solid discharge line. I know when I put these videos up, people always say, where's the wrap? Why aren't you wrapping that pipe? This is a solid pipe. This isn't a collection pipe. This pipe is just to carry the water to wherever the discharge location is. We take this pipe to daylight, And you can see the guys are just covering this single wall Baughman heavy duty corrugated pipe, solid, no perforation, so the tree roots can't get in. That's the problem with running a collection pipe near arborvitaes like that, big cedar, big trees. They end up getting in the system, then they clog the system. Next thing you know, you're not flowing water. So we just went to this heavy duty, solid 4-inch Baughman tile, single wall, easy to work with, easy to install. And again, just 3 feet of dual wall at the end so we can mount a critter guard so some squirrel doesn't make a home in our discharge line.
We're in Ray Township, Michigan, installing a sump pump line. It's a shallow sump pump line, but I want to explain what we're doing to improve on the one that failed. So this winter, a 3-inch sump line failed, and they took the shortest distance. Now, this is very important. That's why I actually decided to make a quick video. The shortest distance may not be the direction with the most slope. So coming out of the house and then just taking the shortest route to the ditch, it got flat. It got flat, ice built up in a 3-inch pipe, it broke. Freeze up. To prevent freeze up, I'm taking advantage of all the slope that this yard can give me. It's a 170-foot run and it's shallow. It's going to be in the frost and it's going to work just fine. But it's got 2% slope. So I just want to explain that. Remember, the shortest distance isn't always the best for your drainage. So make sure you keep that in mind. You want to get the water ripping. You want to keep it moving. You want the velocity up. So going up to a 4-inch pipe is going to really make this sump line a lot stronger because the one that failed was a 3-inch. In order to take steps to a healthier backyard, you have to get all the water away from the house. Mold and mildew, spores. People don't realize it. Spring, you open up your window, you love that spring air. We all do. And the spores can end up right in your house, making all of us very, very sick. Boy, this came out really nice, huh? All right, everybody. Till the next video.